All right. Well, welcome back to Close Enough Garage. Let me get my stool over here so I can get down in the shot. So first off, you're gonna notice I ain't done shit with YouTube all summer. And truthfully, it's because it was never a priority for me. I do like teaching people things. I do love helping people, but we're dealing with a lot of my own problems right now. You'll remember previously I had pneumonia. I don't know if I mentioned, but there was the thought that it might have damaged me enough to begin COPD. And that's not the case. Turns out all my breathing problems turned into swelling problems, which was originally thought to be congestive heart failure. No. It turns out I've had a pretty big heart attack. Survived it here at home thinking it was just a panic attack because why the hell not? Apparently I survive everything else unusually too. So I'm going to do the most I can with this. But it's going to be done in a lot of stages because truthfully I'm not even really supposed to be off the couch until I can get through heart surgery and start recovering. That's why I'm perpetually out of breath now, like I just got done running. You'll also notice I don't have a swisher hanging out of my mouth anymore. I quit those, which is a good thing anyway, because those are going to kill me to begin with. On the positive side of things, I am back. I'm back for a little while. I had made some promises to several people that I would film some videos and just show the basics of how I do body work. We're going to paint this bike. It's got 17,000 miles on it. And there's scratches there. There's the slightest ripple right here. It's not perfect. It's a beautiful color. I love this Honda red, but it's also factory. And you see my other bike, I'm not a factory bike kind of guy. So what we're going to end up doing is, because on rodeo I've got that nice gold cream with the candy cherry cola and the 23 karat gold leaf. So we're going to do this up on an equal level or better. I'm going to do a silver metallic base with a heavy flake in it. We're going to come over, do some high gloss black with that. I'm going to mix up my own candy deep purple, candy violet more or less. So we're going to do like black and violet with a pure silver leaf running through it. And then my wife's actually learning classic hot rod pinstriping. So I'm thinking to offset, to accent the black and purple and silver, I'm going to have her come in and drop some sky blue pinstripes in some places. I think that's going to look really nice and really contrast in the right way and, hit all the marks of color theory and just really set this thing off. Now, all that being said, there is one big problem. And that problem is it doesn't matter if you're immortal and you've been doing body work for 1,000 years, or if this is your first day. Everybody's got 20 different ways to skin the same cat. And the way you do one thing is not necessarily the way other guys do it. Some guys will tell you, no, you never strip all the way down to bare material. I like to get at least 90% of the old material off and smooth in whatever I can't get. Other guys will tell you, yeah, take it all the way down. There can't be a hint of the other shit left on there. And it all depends. And other guys, well, you got to epoxy before you do any fillers or skim coats, and we'll get over what all that stuff is too. Other dudes be like, no, you just hit it straight with a DTM primer. Other dudes would be like, no, you put your Bondo right on the body surface and do it that way and then prime over it. So there's a lot of different ways to do it, But at the end of the day, whether you think your way is the best or not, that's great for you, but it gets the same results. I've been out all summer winning trophies with my bike, painted in this dirty ass one-car garage with a couple of $40 Harbor Freight guns. So, I mean, you get results. At the end of the day, as long as it works for you and it lasts, and your paint doesn't start failing 6 months after you lay it, you're doing all right. I would much rather see a guy learning with the cheap guns and struggling in his own garage instead of watch a guy, break out the rattle cans and do yet another flat black and let's name it Black Betty and all that shit and say that he's done with it, because I really hate seeing that. There are so many flat black bikes out there named Black Betty. Do something different, for the love of God. But yeah, until then, looking at this ding right here, it is through the metal, so we're going to pound out. I don't know if you can see this ding in the fender here. Go ahead and smooth everything in. There's some old gum stuck to the bike. That's delicious. A couple other major flaws I'm going to work on. This side cover here got up against the exhaust at some point during the bike's life and melted. I don't know if I can come back through because it's plastic and heat it up and push it flat and then fill it smooth. Or if I'm just going to sand it down the best I can, run some filler on it, smooth it out. Might even take a piece of aluminum tape just to heat protect it a little bit and slap it right over that part, because it's going to be hidden by the exhaust again anyway. So there's a lot of things I got to look at, a lot of things I've got to do with it. Right now, today, my goal is just to get the bike stripped, take the seat off that I never bolted down. So we'll get it stripped down. Want to have both fenders off, the tank off, the side covers off. And I'll consider it done for today. Come back through tomorrow, start sanding it down, and see what we really got to get done on it. And then start going from there. A lot of it comes off that easily. Still got to drain the tank. Problem is, right now if I do too much, puts me at risk for, breathing heavier already, stroking out, or having another heart attack. And that ain't good for nobody. So, do a couple of quick things here and there, stop, take a break, get back to it. I still ain't paying somebody else to do my work. So, just try to hang out, take it easy, stay alive. Get my heart surgery, come back 100% before the warm weather's even here next year. It's a goal at least. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off. Y'all don't need to see me struggling and huffing and puffing all over the place. And then go ahead and get this stripped apart. And maybe come back, show you some videos of what all the bike needs and how it looks naked, I guess. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. At any rate, I want to thank you guys for tuning back in, especially the familiar faces. If you're not a familiar face, go ahead and do the whole like, subscribe, share, all that other shit. And thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it all. I'm not even getting anything from this. I'm small time. But like I say in every video, let's hope that we help somebody else today, because that's what's really important here, right? Thank you. And there she is. Everything red, taken off the bike. While we've got all the bodywork stripped off of it, I'm going to go ahead and deep clean everything that was underneath, make it all look spotless and brand new. Got all the body work over here. So logos are coming off. You can see that burn damage right there. That's going to get sanded smooth, filled in the best I can, and sanded again. Some of these gouges on this, I'm not sure how deep into the material they are, but we're going to work on that too. Rear fender's good, it's just dirty. Fuel tank might not even show up on the camera, but we have a ding here, just a tiny crease. Another tiny one right in here. And then that's about it on the tank. And then I've got, looks like somebody in this bike's life dropped something on it. So we're going to work that out too. Get everything cleaned. Get the reflectors, logos, all that shit off. Get the fuel tank completely drained and then rinsed out and dry it on the inside so it's nice and clean. I can bring it in and work on it if I need to. And then we're going to start sanding everything down and take it mostly to substrate, mostly to the material underneath. Get it all smoothed out, do the body work, and then start priming it. And I do have some more stuff coming up, if you see right there. I've got a new ball vise, compressor, engraving set. We're going to learn some hand engraving at some point. One thing I did want to point out, and I don't ever want to see it from y'all, I got the rear signal off. Might just replace these, they look cheap. And found somewhere along the line, somebody just twisted the damn wires together and then electric taped them. Didn't even electric tape them that well either. Guys, soldering's not hard, and it doesn't take any longer than that or putting a bullshit butt connector on there. So, if you gotta do wiring, do it once, do it right. If y'all want me to put a tutorial up, I will, but it's real easy. You just clean each end, get the insulation off, a little flux on each end, and then go ahead and get it hot, solder it, let it cool, and heat shrink it. I don't ever want to see this kind of stuff on anybody's bike that they respect, because this is garbage. Alright, so that's what we've got going on right now and in the foreseeable future. So, once again, thank you all for tuning in, checking this out. I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to go in, get cleaned up, get a shower, some dinner, and break out my sketch pad and start drawing up a paint job. Y'all have a good night. Be safe out there. Hopefully we've taught somebody else something today, huh?